I pushed the
everyone.
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How are y'all? Merry Christmas. Merry
Christmas.
I hope you guys are doing well. I trust you've had a great weekend, a lovely weekend. And yes, I dropped those memberships in there. And congratulations, Lacey. Hello, Lana, my darling, and Mary, and Connie, and Sherry. You are so sweet. And Laura, good to see you. And Mandy.
Yes. I'm just going to say
everyone.
howdy to everybody. So glad
Yep.
y'all are here.
Hey, Gloria.
Hello, Gloria.
It's good to see all of you.
Yes, it
Absolutely.
is. Nimmy G, how are you, sweet pea?
Hey, Nammy.
Oh, she says, you are crackling. Is it me or all of us?
I'm crackling up.
Hello,
Am I crackling?
Beth. How you doing, sweetheart?
Let me check.
I'm not hearing anything on my end, but
I'm not hearing anything here either, so I just want to know if it's
No,
all of us or just me.
it's her because I just checked the video and it's fine.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Cindy. Bless you, Cindy. I'm praying for your health
hey.
and I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said she's going to go out and come back in. Hello, Cindy. Prayers for you, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
But we hope everybody's good.
Oh, she's laying down listening. Well, that's good. That's
Good.
good. Now, if you
Yeah.
find yourself drifting off to sleep, you just go right ahead.
Awesome sauce. So
Well,
we have no tutorial for you guys today.
yes.
We're just
But
going to
we
share.
do.
Well, we're
Go
going to
ahead.
share a little bit about Christmas with you. That makes sense. But we're going to share a little bit about Christmas with you. The Christmas myths with you.
Oh, Laura. I'm so sorry, sweetheart.
Oh.
Prayers that you find a very good doctor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're hard to come by sometimes.
They are, man. They're getting few
And
and far between, and it doesn't matter what specialty it is nowadays. If you can find a good one, hold on to them.
oh, it's funny. They're all younger than me.
Yes.
It's weird.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know what to think about that. But yeah, my doctors are all younger than me.
Mm-hmm. I remember there's a young man that graduated from high school with my oldest daughter, and when we found out that he had his own, eye doctor shop, whatever you, I can't keep all the opties, separated. But anyhow, uh, I went in to, have my eyes checked. And I kept calling him, Dr. Brazier. And he said, Miss Youngblood, please don't call me that. He said, I, and I was like, you're my doctor. He said, yes, ma'am. But I remember when you were in school with me. And, he meant like substitute or a teacher, whatever the situation it was. And he's like, it just sounds weird to me. And I said, okay, I'll call you Warren then. That was his first name. And just as sweet as a button. But yeah, he had more of a problem of me calling him by what I felt like was his correct name, than
That's funny.
it is
Oh my
That's
funny.
hilarious.
Yeah. Hello,
I love it.
DK Jen.
Hello.
No problem. No problem.
Appreciate the
Merry
thumbs.
Christmas.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And thank you for
wow.
catching the replay later. That'll be fine.
Wow, Laura.
That's a long time. That's okay, Mary. At least
No
we know,
worries.
yeah, that
No
it was on
problem.
our end. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if nobody mentioned it, it could be us and we wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I was with my first eye doctor from 1972, and he recently retired about 10 years ago.
Wow.
So
Hey,
I wish I
Martha.
could see him. Hi,
Hello,
Martha.
Martha. Merry Christmas to you.
It was heartbreaking to have him retire.
Yes.
I loved it.
My family doctor, she ended up having to retire due to MS, and when I was 20 or
bless you.
21, and she was still quite a young doctor.
Right.
But her a new doctor was just coming in, took all her patients, and she's to this day still my doctor. She ended up being just as awesome, and
that's great.
age. So like until she retires, I'll like. So that's good.
Yeah,
that is good.
That's great, man.
It's hard to find a good doctor sometimes.
I will say that. My youngest grandson, Warren, has had his same pediatrician, from the day after he was born. And I remember when he was probably 6, 7 years of age, he, for some reason, we were talking about doctors, and while she was in there, he said, "Well, I'm going to keep Dr. Penny forever and ever and ever." I think she's good with him till he's about 25, but after that, you really passed the kid stage.
Yeah. Cohen just turned 18, so now I gotta find him a family doctor because he no longer goes to the pediatrician.
Right. Well, she keeps her patients, but at 25, she says, it's about time for you to start moving on. But she'll keep them until you're 25.
I saw my pediatrician till I was 25.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I did.
This pediatrician made one exception for my cousin because she had a lot of mental disabilities. So she took for an extra year to buy her some time to find another doctor.
Right.
But yeah, like 18, like generally. That's it. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I was really surprised, but her philosophy is as long as the kids are in school, she doesn't mind keeping them. But she says by 25, you ought to be out of college by then.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I don't know. Some degrees nowadays take more than the traditional 4 years,
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sherry K. Yes, please don't forget your thumbs as you're coming in or, right at the time that you leave. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Yes, please.
Well, I'm going to start us off and I'm going to share the first thing. All of these will be in the Facebook group. So, did you know that the partridge in a pear tree is considered Jesus Christ? The two turtle doves, the two turtle doves are the Old and New Testaments. The three French hens stand for faith, hope, and love. The four calling birds are the four Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The five golden rings are recalled the Torah or law, the first 5 books of the Old Testament. The 6 geese a laying stand for the 6 days of creation. 7 swans a swimming represents the 7-fold gifts of the Holy Spirit: prophecy, serving, teaching, exhortation, contribution, leadership, and mercy. The 8 maids a milking are the 8 beatitudes. 9 ladies dancing are the 9 fruits of the Holy Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. The 10 lords a leaping are the 10 commandments. The 7 pipers piping stand for the 11 faithful disciples. The 12 drummers drumming symbolize the 12 points of belief in the Apostles' Creed. So there's your history for today. Merry Christmas. Yes, I said Merry Christmas because Christmas is not without Christ.
Question.
Yes.
What the frickin' frick is a beatitude?
Oh, what are the
beat with an attitude?
Yeah, you could say
basically,
that.
yes, it's called the Beatitudes. Yeah, they're called the Beatitudes.
It could be. They are called the Beatitudes. They are your attitudes.
Yeah. What are they, though?
I thought I'd share that. Well, hang on. I'll get them all for you if you'd like.
Sorry.
No, that's good. It's a great question to ask.
I've been going to church like almost my whole life. I have no idea what that is.
Oh. I'll let
Okay,
her
well,
pull it
I stopped a while back, but most of my life was spent in church.
Yeah.
Beatitude.
Hello,
Is the
Michelle and
blessing-
Lulu and
Hey.
Lima.
Beatitudes. It's the blessings listed by Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount. Okay. And I'm going to give you the 10 of them in order. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. Blessed are the merciful. Blessed are the pure in heart. Blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness. Does that help?
Yeah, I heard of blessed are the meek. I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, if you've ever read the Sermon on the Mount, where is it in the Bible?
Matthew.
Where's the Sermon on the? Yeah, it's in Matthew. It's in Matthew. Matthew chapter 5, verses 3 to 12, and it will list all of the beatitudes.
Beatitudes.
Okay.
It'll list them
cool.
for you.
Yeah.
So they're all in the Sermon on the Mount.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was today years old.
Awesome. I thought you guys would like that and get a kick out of that. We're going to sit and chit chat with you guys today. So
Yep.
I do have one that Maureen and Coco are going to read. So
Coco can read this one.
There you go.
Okay. The candy cane. The story of the candy cane is a popular Christmas legend with multiple origins and details. Some say a candy maker prayed for a way to capture the meaning of Christmas in a piece of candy. He wanted to remind them of Christmas, so he made a sugar stick into a J, shaped like the shepherd's staff. When it turns upside down, it's a J. Shape symbolizes Jesus, and the stripes represent the suffering and purity. Some say the candy cane became a secret code for persecuted. Oh, there's more?
Yes.
Okay. Christians in 17th century. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, for persecuted Christians.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense now. Persecuted Christians in the 17th century, Germany or England. Together, the J-shaped candy with its red and white stripes shared the story of the first Christmas, and the candies, wow, helped to spread the message of Christmas throughout the town. There are other stories of the candy cane being used. In 1670, choir master at Cologne Cathedral in Germany gave sugar sticks to children to keep them quiet during the living grace ceremony. He bent the sticks into the shape of shepherd's hooks to honor the shepherds in the story. In 1847, August Imgard, a German-Swedish immigrant, decorated a tree with candy canes and paper ornaments in Wooster, Ohio. This brought the German tradition to the United States. Some say the candy cane was created in the 1800s to remind people of the true meaning of Christmas. The shape of the candy cane represents a shepherd's staff, and when turned upside down, it forms a J for Jesus. The white stripes represent the virgin birth, and the red stripes represents Jesus' blood. It wasn't until 1900 that the candy cane was mass-produced by Bob's Candies. just Bob.
Yeah, Bob's Candies.
Yeah, Bob's Candies is still in business to this day. And you can get, they are very famous, obviously, for their peppermint candy canes. And they make puff mints, which are my favorite. I love puff mints.
Yes.
I normally will get a tub of puff mints every year. And, I love the hell out of the puff mints.
I do too. They are my favorite mints. Oh.
So I have a question for the chat. Did you know the story about the candy cane?
I had no clue. Hey, Angela.
Yeah. Hello, Angela.
So I was just curious if you guys knew the story about the candy cane, or if you knew the true story behind the 12 Days of Christmas.
Yes. I knew about
I
the
knew
12
none of the
days.
above.
I knew about the 12
Oh,
days of Christmas because um, at Grandma's house, we would do Advent before Christmas, and then on Christmas Day, we would start the 12 days of Christmas, ranging from Christmas Day up to the 5th or 6th. I can't remember which day. Up to the Epiphany or the arrival of the wise men. So, yeah, I got it on both ends of Christmas.
I love it. I love it. Awesome, Laura.
Yeah,
You didn't know about the candy cane. I love that.
yeah. But not the 12 days of Christmas. Yes.
Yes, I did know about the candy cane, and I knew about the 12 Days of Christmas. The last heard it about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've always known about the candy cane ever since I was very young.
Right.
They always, at church, they gave everyone candy canes with a card attached to the
Mm-hmm.
candy cane telling you the
Yeah.
story.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hmm. All I knew about candy
And did
canes
you
is that
know
they stopped
that?
making the blue and white ones that I really wanted, and now they're starting to bleed into it. The colors are bleeding, and I want new ones, but they don't make them
Yeah.
anymore. That's so cool.
Oh.
And they were berry flavored. They were so yum.
My
Oh.
husband likes the Lifesaver flavored ones and the Starburst, or no, the Jolly Rancher flavored ones.
Okay.
I don't care. I like
I'm a
original.
traditionalist. Just give me my red and white candy canes.
I'm a Bob's candy cane lover. I'm just saying.
I hang mine on my
Mm-hmm.
tree though, so they need to match.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, gotcha. Well, I have mine on my Christmas tree, but they got to be red and white.
oh, I don't
Everything
care
else
what
is
color.
blue and silver and white on my tree, so
I
that
Oh,
would like
that makes
stand out like a.
sense. That makes sense. Does the chat? Do you all like candy canes?
And do
And
you
do
do you use them as part of decoration on your tree?
I
Yep.
love candy canes.
Yep.
I like to put them in my hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yes.
It's very good in the hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
obviously, that's why they're all over the screen with us.
That's right.
We had to tell you the story of the candy canes because I just love them. And
Yeah.
I even love the part about the choir leader giving them to the children to keep them
Mm-hmm.
To
quiet.
shut them up.
Yeah.
Put this in your mouth.
Yes,
It's so
I thought
funny.
that was
Froggy's over
brilliant.
there being so nice and proper, to keep them quiet. Coco's like, then just shut them up.
Hey, BJ, it's good to see you.
Hey.
Hello,
I
BJ.
love
How
them.
you
That's
doing there?
wonderful.
Yeah,
I
you
do.
have 3
I love
boxes of
them.
cane on your tree, all different kinds. Oh.
Awesome.
I love the candy canes. I think they're brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Look how long that they've been around.
I know.
Oh, yes,
Wow.
ma'am. They've been
Mhm.
around
Don't get me
forever.
wrong. I will eat an entire box of mint candy canes all on my own, but
Oh,
Right.
the blue ones I need for my tree.
Mm-hmm.
you found them at Aldi's in different colors and flavors.
Oh,
Awesome.
That's wonderful.
yeah.
If anyone comes across blue and white ones, let me know.
Yes, I do love them. Yes, yes, Sherry. Absolutely. They go good in chocolate coffee too. Your mocha coffees?
Yes.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
They go very good in mocha coffee.
Do you remember the peppermints that you used to be able to get, like that you could stick in the middle of a orange, and you would
Yes.
suck right up through the
Oh, yeah.
yeah. They
That-
were a very airy candy cane, and they
yeah,
were
they had
about
the hole through it.
yeah, and they were some of them could be bigger around in diameter than your little finger. I mean, they could be pretty big, and you would cut an orange in half and just stick it right in the middle, and you would suck the juice through that peppermint straw. Mm-hmm.
It was
It
good.
Look
really
at that.
good. Oh
It was
yes.
very good. You haven't
I'm
seen
learning
the
all
blue
kinds
and
of
white
tricks
yet?
today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Joey loves those Jolly Rancher ones. Oh, that caramel apple sounds good. You did it, Mary. Found them at Cracker Barrel.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay.
Nice.
Do they
I
deliver to
didn't know
Canada?
they had them there. Cracker Barrel. Well, Cracker Barrel has a lot of candy.
Yes. And they have a lot of unusual stuff too. I mean, I'm not saying weird, but just things you wouldn't find in other stores, honestly.
Which is awesome. I love the fact
Mm-hmm.
that they know. The drinks, the knee high. They have knee high, and I
Yes.
peppermint and a pickle. Oh my
Yep.
gosh, Gloria!
I think she's
I like
talking
both
about
things separately.
but not together.
Oh,
No,
Don't some people put a pickle on their tree?
yes,
Okay, I think
oh,
that's what she's talking about. Is putting the pickle on the tree.
okay.
hey
Hello
Mater,
there,
Merry
Mater.
Christmas,
Hey, Mater.
Merry Christmas, Mater. I'm
Yeah.
not putting a peppermint with a pickle.
Sherry says she wants to try.
I'll try a lot of things, but not that. Oh
The only thing that's
my!
weird that I do like with pickles is pickles dipped in honey. You get that sweet and sour. That's actually
Oh,
so good.
now that I would consider,
Yeah, it's surprisingly
but
good.
not the other.
Like not like weird pickle, like a straight up like garlic dill dipped in honey.
Yeah,
It's so good.
Sherry says no. There is a new trend of putting a peppermint stick into a dill pickle. Oh
hey
my word!
Linda.
Hello, Linda. How are you doing? Merry Christmas, sweetie.
Hi. That face
No,
wasn't for you. That was for this peppermint stick in the pickle.
I'm not
Hello.
putting a peppermint stick in a pickle.
No, me
I
either.
mean, I'll do it, but I won't eat it.
No, I won't even do it. What?
I'm not wasting the
Oh,
peppermint.
mercy. I'm not wasting the pickle.
Right?
I'm not wasting the pickle.
That's nasty.
Well, it sounds nasty. Just like sticking a pickle in honey, that sounds nasty to me.
I
I have to
suppose.
be blindfolded and somebody, you know, hold my nose and make me taste it first. Because I don't think there's any way I'd do that voluntarily.
I actually tried that as a kid because I was watching Little House on the Prairie and there was a pregnant person on the show that was dipping pickles in honey. And I got curious. And I've been eating it ever since. It's so good.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
curious, but not that curious.
I was young and, you know,
I agree, Mater. Says peppermint and dill pickle do not
yeah.
belong together. Yuck.
Yeah.
Mater,
At
I
least
dare
like
you
the
to
pickles and
try it.
honey is like a sweet and sour. So like it
Right.
makes sense.
Right.
Mint
Yeah,
and sour?
that's no.
I don't know.
I don't know. Any particular dill pickle or just a dill pickle? And does the dill pickle have to be cold or room temperature or I
I usually
mean,
keep my pickles in the fridge for whatever reason.
right,
I like them
okay.
cold. But I don't think it
Yeah, it does.
matters.
Yeah, there you go, Sydney. I agree with you. It reminds you of the bread and butter pickles.
Oh, okay. Well then Maureen's done. Maureen does not eat bread and butter pickles.
You
No.
don't like? I like
Ugh.
bread and butter pickles.
No, they're gross. Oh,
And
yuck.
Lana would try pickles and honey too, but
But
not
not
with the
the
peppermint.
peppermint. No, I
No,
don't like the bread and butter pickles. Ugh.
I'm
I'm
not
not doing
sure
the peppermint either.
what ones those are, but just a
They're
bit, yeah, just a giant pickle and just dip it right in like a little pot
the
of honey and
honey.
just
Uh-huh.
spread it off like a giant cucumber.
Yeah.
Just-
Ugh.
The last time I remember eating one, a pickle is not supposed to be sweet. I mean, not like
I like
this
sweet
anyway.
pickles.
Ugh. No.
No,
I'm
I
not a
do.
fan
I
of
like
sweet pickles,
pickles.
but the strong dill and the big dill pickles mixed
Yeah.
with the honey is good. Just not
I can
straight
do
up because
that.
you still got that sour dill
Uh-huh.
garlic.
Okay. Well,
You don't eat
bread-
gherkins then, do you?
Not a fan. I'll eat them if they're there, but I'm not a fan. I
I
rather
love
have
gherkins.
dills over anything.
Oh, I love a gherkin. You
I like them
dill
just because they're
pickles
so
with
teeny
chili?
tiny and cute. But aside
yes.
from that,
I love a gherkin. Gherkins are good.
Yeah.
That's my fave. And she
Michelle
likes dill
says,
pickles with
yeah,
chili.
see, Michelle agrees with me. The salty brine pickles, that's right. The
That's
brinier, the
interesting.
better.
I like that. Did you see Linda likes dill pickles with chili?
oh, I never tried
Yes.
that.
Oh, yes. Now that's good. That's really good.
Because that sounds good to me. I mean, I'm interested.
Yeah.
I'd give
Now,
that a
see,
go.
I like pickles, but you know what? I got a burger the other day, and I must have got someone else's because I had triple the pickle. There were more pickles than burger.
I
was
would have
not
been
happy.
happy. I would have
Sounds
been
like my
happy.
kind of burger. Yeah.
I wasn't happy. I was like, man, that's more pickle than burger. Come on.
When I go
Show
to
me the
Harvey, they get so many pickles on there that like
Yes.
I've like squashed it to fit in my mouth.
Yes.
Messiest burger on the planet, but oh my god, it's
And
so
I
good.
don't care. Yeah, that's
I
what I
like
was
a
going to
messy
say.
burger.
Froggy got my burger.
Yeah, not a
I
burger
like
you
a
want to eat on a
messy
first
burger,
date,
but
but
you can double my pickle. Don't triple the pickle. I need more burger than pickle.
I just
Oh,
tell them
more
I don't
like
want to
salty
see
brine.
anything under the pickle.
Harry says must have gotten mine, Froggy.
Yeah. I was just floored. I was like, how could you do that? You know?
I just like it
Because-
better whenever I can go to the condiment station
Yeah.
and the pickles are right there and I can pile on as much as I want. Yeah.
Yeah, that's better. Being able to do it yourself.
Well, I don't
I
like that
agree with
situation because people are touching stuff. But at Harvey's, it's behind the glass. They put it, but you say, okay, more.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I don't like people touching my
Oh,
stuff.
now, Faith Louise, how are you, sweetheart? I'm not into the pickle juice.
Oh, I don't
No.
do pickle juice.
Mm-mm.
No.
Although, you know, it's amazing whenever we ran concession stands, we would buy those little plastic containers, you know, that you see. Now, the plastic one, not the paper ones, that you can squeeze your ketchup in,
Yeah.
you know, and then put a little lid on it. We would take those things and fill them up with pickle juice and freeze them. And we called them pickle shots. And the kids
People
would
love
pay,
those.
oh, yes, kids would pay $0.25 for those things. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
wouldn't
it's
pay nothing for that.
well, it's how we made money. And you know, you stop and think about it. You get that 5-gallon bucket of pickles and you sell the pickles for $1. The juice is free, so you're making pure profit off of the juice. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy it because I can come home and drink out my jar.
yes, Mater, I have heard that, and that was the reason why a lot of the kids, when they would come off the basketball court or the volleyball court, because that's the kind of concession stands we ran, or even baseball, little league, that kind of thing. You know, most of our people that bought it were the kids that were playing in the sports themselves. But we just couldn't keep
Michelle,
one of them things frozen up.
Michelle drinks pickle juice and fights her mom for it.
Yep.
I used to, but it's been a while. It's been
Mhm.
decades.
That's awesome, Lana.
No.
Coffee with peppermint creamer. That sounds good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm
It is
all
good.
about that.
Right time of the year for that.
Well, no, I'm not ready for it yet. But you probably won't. You're in Florida.
Hey, I've got my hot chocolate sitting over there.
You drink hot chocolate in Florida. What are you, crazy?
No, I drink hot coffee. I drink hot tea. I don't care where I'm at or what the weather's like.
Of course, it's probably -20 where Coco is. She needs hot chocolate.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
literally sitting here with a heated blanket around my feet.
Oh,
I figured. Good thing we sent her socks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Socks.
Yeah. They literally look like purple stockings. They're so fuzzy and huge. They're
Uh-huh.
awesome.
Yes.
That's
Every year
great.
we're going to send Coco socks. Beware, Coco. You'll be getting socks every year.
I was so disappointed last night. It was so cold.
Mhm.
And I had to go out to because it was Christian and Cohen's birthday on the 17th and 18th. So we were celebrating at the bar last night. Those socks did not fit in my boots. So I had to
I
change
told
my
you they
socks.
wouldn't fit in your boots. I'm
I
sorry.
know. I was so sad.
But they would have been warm, though.
I sure would have. She is
Bless your
asking, how cold is it for you?
Let me
But
check.
she's in the 20s right now.
Yeah, last night was -15 Celsius. I don't know what that is in American. Hang on. Weather.
I know.
I brought my phone in here and I'm looking for it and I don't physically see it. But I know I brought it in here.
Whenever you're making it, yes, Faith Louise, put salt
Yes,
in your
when
coffee.
you make coffee, yeah, you have to put salt in
And a
it.
pinch of salt. Yes, ma'am.
Right now it is 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like -6.
Mm.
Hey, Hey, Sam.
Hey, Sam, how are you doing, sweetie?
Woo!
I too with the darn thing.
Oh, hang on. There was a weather advisory. I'm going to read that.
Yes.
Hey, you better read that. That could be
Well,
important.
it is sunny, and for me, it's getting chilly at 70 degrees. And I say it's getting chilly because we got a nice breeze blowing out there.
Oh, I know. I was going to tell you, I don't have my phone. I prefer to look at the weather on my phone
Mm-hmm.
than I do on my other things
Mm-hmm.
because it
It's
always
tomorrow
gives me.
evening. Tomorrow evening, we're going to get an accumulation of 10 to 15 centimeters of snow. Could impact travel, blah, blah, blah. Because I have a Christmas work lunch
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow. So it should be after. So I don't have to worry about that. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 32 degrees, but I'm going down to 18 Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Fahrenheit. That's what it'll be tonight. Does that help? Hi, Niecy.
Hi, Niecy. I'm coming out of the treehouse to spring. To say hi. I'm baking at the moment. Okay, somehow my chat overlapped for a minute, and then it split itself back out again.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Weird. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, though. I'm glad you're
Yes,
baking.
hello.
I'd love to know what you're baking.
Me too.
But that's
Yeah,
just
so
because I'm
far, all the temperatures I've heard, I would rather be where everyone else is at right now because it's -6 feels like Fahrenheit right now.
Oh, yes,
awful.
she is. She's in Canada, Mater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yep.
speaks that foreign stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I
She's
say
speaking
foreign,
that-
and it's the U.S. that's the one that still uses standard measurements.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
we
I love
should be
those
going
memes that say like the US will use literally anything other than metric because like I don't know,
Yep.
there's like lumber with like
Mm-hmm.
words I won't say right now, but
Yes,
it's just like
thank
cut
you.
off in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like
I know. I prefer metric myself, but
Yep.
yeah. When it comes to construction, I
wow.
prefer imperial because that's what I'm used to.
Right.
But
Metric's easier for me.
it makes
and
more
also,
sense technically.
Yes,
it
does.
does.
Yeah,
It does.
What a
but
lot
like
of people don't know or can't wrap their head around is that really the metric system is more accurate than what we use here in the United States.
yeah, because a
Yeah.
millimeter is almost very close to the equivalent of a 16th of an inch.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all in tens, so it's easier,
Yeah.
more easily divisible, and blah blah blah.
That's right.
But our construction environment is so
Mhm.
linked to the U.S. that we use imperial mostly. But for any government funded job, not only is it metric, it's all in millimeters, not even centimeters or decimeters. It's in millimeters.
Yeah.
So if we're talking like 300 feet, they will
Yeah.
transfer that into millimeters.
Yep.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sherry going down to negative.
Woo.
And of course, that's Fahrenheit, guys. That's awful.
Oh my goodness.
That's what it's here right now. But you're like pretty close though. You're like just
They're gonna
south of me.
They're gonna have to do some kind of Harry Carey in the U.S. before we'll go to centigrade.
That's right. That is absolutely. Although every year, they try so hard in the school education system to teach kids both. And what they end up doing is that they just confuse them.
They
So
do.
after about the 5th grade, they just forget it. Let's take them back to standard or what is our standard and go on.
Teach them Kelvin. Kelvin.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah, science. Oh yeah, science teachers would love it.
You can tell the difference between 7 degrees and 2 degrees. Anything lower than 25 is just freezing cold to you. I agree.
Amen, Lana.
Yeah, I prefer Celsius for temperature, but I'm so used to growing up when you're taking your own temperature.
Mm-hmm.
I've always known it in Fahrenheit. So I don't know what a fever is in Celsius. But
well, Well, it was funny was me telling Dan what my fever was when I was sick. And Dan's
Okay.
going,
Mm-hmm.
huh? I
You
don't
should be
understand.
dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, technically, 32 degrees is freezing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
you know.
technically, like the Celsius makes sense too. Like 0 is the freezing point. Anything above it is not. Anything below it is even colder than freezing.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I would just prefer if we went metric around the world. I agree with that. My feet would be freezing either way.
Me too,
Also,
Faith Louise.
people's heights,
Yeah.
feet and inches. You tell me you're so
Mhm.
many meters. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what that was either. Of course, Dan tells us his weight in stone, and I'm looking at him going, stone? What are stones? Yeah, I don't understand that.
Hey, Darcia.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
Hello,
It is crazy.
Darcia.
Hey, Darcia.
Oh, sweetheart, that's okay. At least you're here.
No problem. You know what? Real life is more important.
That's
Yeah,
right.
for sure. Life
And we
Sam
do
says
happens.
have
what I find crazy about the imperial system is how the same length in centimeters versus inches is a higher number, but in meters versus yards, yards is the higher number. That's because we're crazy.
yeah. We are crazy. And we do have another story for you guys, but we're saving it for the end.
Uh-huh.
Of exactly, Mater.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Once the
they
sun
will.
goes down, I have to go to the barn and shut up the birds. I will be frozen by the time I get back in.
And if you don't
Oh,
shut the
bless
birds,
you.
well, if you don't shut up the birds, they'll be frozen in the morning.
Oh, that's right.
You'll have frozen chicken. Huh? I'm on right now.
I almost spat that out.
Sorry, my husband.
Gotta love him.
Oh, my husband interrupted me. It's okay. It's all good. That was just a hubby. He just wanted to know when I was going live. It's all good.
Crocheting or even wrapping today. I feel like I'm coming down with the flu. Oh, Lana.
That sucks.
Oh,
No.
we will be praying for you, Lana. I hope you're not
Yes.
getting sick.
Well, that's good, Sherry Kay.
Yeah. Upside, if I do get sick, when I get back to work, I have sick days back as of January. So,
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's great.
That's awesome.
Oh, Froggy's little tadpole had a question for her. What was that?
oh,
I
Did
gotta
we
hear
miss
that.
one?
I missed it. What's
who's
the
the little
question, Mater?
tadpole?
I don't know. We got to go up here.
I didn't see it. Go ahead, Mater. What's the question? Come on, Mater. Get the question. Oh, he's talking about my husband.
Oh, the little tadpole.
Oh.
Okie dokies.
We call him Mr. We call him Mr. Froggy.
Mr. Froggy.
Yes. Mr.
Her
Froggy
kids would be
Land.
the tadpoles.
Yeah.
Exactly. That would be Mr. Froggy. I'm just saying. Oh yes.
Oh, Darcia, you are so awesome. Yes. Hello to all of our lurkers.
Yeah.
I know many of you have
Absolutely.
come in and you just have us running because I'm sure you are still busy getting last minute things going. And we do appreciate you listening to us. We'll keep you up with what's going on in the chat. And the chat really is crazy today.
We hope we're going to keep you up with the chat. We're trying.
From peppermints to pickles and now to metric.
You never know where we're going to end up at.
I know.
You don't know. You really don't know.
One thing we know is there'll always be something about food.
in there
Always.
somewhere. Yeah, we always have to end up talking about food, especially at this time of year, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. So Christmas
Well,
in just a couple of days. I want to know, does everybody have a tree up? Is there anyone who waits until Christmas Eve to put their tree up?
well, now that you brought that up, I will share with you the story of the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree tradition is thought to have originated in the 16th century Germany, and it evolved from a medieval play prop called the Paradise Tree.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have a few to go with it. The Paradise Tree, a fir tree decorated with apples and wafers that represented the Garden of Eden, and the Eucharist. The apples represented the forbidden fruit, and the wafers represented the Eucharist. The tree was a central prop in a folk religious drama called A Paradise Play that was performed on December 24th, the feast day of Adam and Eve. Then we have the Christmas tree. The Paradise Tree was later brought into homes and decorated with items found around the house. The wafers were replaced by cookies, and candles were often used to symbolize Christ as the light of the world. Then Martin Luther. One story says that Martin Luther, a German theologian and Protestant reformer, was the first to add lighted candles to a tree. According to the story, Luther was walking through the forest on a cold winter's evening and was moved by the stars shining through the evergreens. He brought a tree into his house and decorated it with candles to recreate the experience for his family. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, does everybody have a Christmas tree and everything? And do you, like Maureen said, when do you put up your tree?
There's a couple
until
in here that said
recently.
they don't have a tree put up.
Yeah.
Of course, we all know, well, most of us know that Sherry Kay lives above her in-laws, and so the tree is downstairs. She doesn't have one officially in her house. Like I said, there's a couple in here that don't put up
I
trees
don't
for
have
one
one.
reason or another. You don't?
I have a ceramic one in my living room
Okay.
with lights on it, but I don't.
Okay.
We haven't put up a tree since my son died,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just going to take us time before we're ready. But let's
Yeah.
go ahead and see what the chat said, because there's quite a few comments.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sam does not do a tree anymore. Lana doesn't have a tree. Faith Louise said no tree. Sherry said, one of these days I'll have a tree, come hell or high water. Rita, after our tradition, we should put it up tomorrow and it will stay to 12th of January. Darcia,
Mm-hmm.
I put my tree up a week after Thanksgiving. Lana, I have a mini white tree, and my daughter-in-law mentioned putting it on our table today. That would be lovely. Mater,
Yes.
I used to put up a tree years ago, but I don't have room for one now. Oh, bless you.
Oh,
Rita said, we have birds, old from grandma, in the top, then angels, and then bubbles glitter in lights. That's lovely.
mm-hmm.
I like
Darcy,
that.
Lena says, Darcy, when I had a home, I put a tree up Saturday after Thanksgiving, but now I just don't. Rita says she struggles with fatigue and her mom has had a bad day. Connie says, I don't have a tree. Beth
I
says, I
understand
haven't put
that.
up one since my daughter died.
I get it. Dawn said, we have a 4-foot tree, but it'll come down after the new year starts. Bless you, honey.
Yeah.
Beth, I understand. It's difficult for my husband and I.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
we'll do it eventually.
Right.
And I would put one in here, but I don't have room at the moment. So when I get things cleaned up eventually, I'll put a
Mm-hmm.
tree up. I'll go back to putting one up in here.
My
For,
grandma.
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. For years, religiously, the weekend after my birthday, I always put my tree up. My birthday's November 16th. So whatever weekend was after that, that Saturday, I would put it up. There was one Christmas, I was super like behind and everything. And I put it up Christmas Eve just so my kids could have Christmas morning. But like basically since I've been here, I think the first year I was on YouTube, I had it up in my first office.
Mm-hmm.
But I've not put a tree up since. I want to put one here. I just
Yeah.
It's like at this point, is it worth it? It's already
Awesome,
3 seconds.
Awesome,
Yeah.
Connie.
All right.
I love the neons.
Yes,
I know what she's talking about.
right. Well, we have always put a tree up. I mean, even when I was living at home, the tree went up Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Yes,
Just all,
that's it.
and did not come down until around the 10th to the 12th, 15th, just depended on how things fell of
Yes.
January.
Oh, I never
Always.
take mine down till the end of January.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I
Well,
love
we
the
always,
lights. It's staying up. I
uh-huh.
like the ambiance. It's staying up till the end of.
Yeah.
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 And if I
Now,
put it up at this point, it's staying up to the end of January for sure. I'm not taking it down next week.
my
Hey, Nancy.
German grandmother, she always would put out a fake tree in the front yard, and we would have to decorate it on Christmas Eve night. But what we would decorate it with was like we would make get all sorts of different things. You know, we would be collecting sticks and old ornaments that could be used. We would roll them in peanut butter and birdseed, and we would
Oh,
hang them out on the trees that night. Now,
Okay.
I've always lived in my growing up years in South Texas. So, really, at Christmas time, it was very unusual for us to have bad weather or freezing temperatures or anything like that. I'm not saying it never happened, but especially as a kid. So, the next morning after we're opening present stuff, it would be cool to run out and see if the birds had been eating on those uh, peanut butter ornaments that we'd put out there with the seed on them. And of course, yes, they had been. Um, I also remember one year, and I can't remember why, but we had cut oranges in half and we stuck the little tiny white candles in them and we lined them up all along the window sills that faced the front. I don't remember why we had to do it, but we had to do it that year.
awesome.
Hello, Tammy. How are you? She says, I don't have a tree up this year. Oh,
That's awesome.
Sam. Oh, for a few weeks you didn't want to come home to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many of y'all put up real trees?
I did it 1 year and 1 year only. There are so many needles to clean up after. And the whole fiasco with it rolling into the drive. I think I told you about this. Kept rolling into the driveway when I put it out the day. Like they have a pickup in Shawsville, or I won't say what Froggy calls it on the live. But yeah, so it kept rolling into my driveway because on the snowbank. So at one point I just like grabbed it and I stuck it in the snowbank so it wouldn't roll over. They thought it was still a real tree living. They never picked it up. I'm like, all right. Yeah, it's the last time I did that.
Yeah.
I have a very realistic looking fake one though.
That's funny.
When the kids were little, we did do real trees, and then we got tired of cleaning up the mess, and we got a fake tree because let me tell you, that is so messy. And we use a wood stove to heat our house, and it dries out fast. So every day we're having to add water to it.
Yeah, and you have to worry about pets drinking the water, and
it was horrible. Tammy said, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. My tree's not up because I'm spending more time at my son's house than I am at home. So I just look at history. I have decorations around the house up, but not the tree. I get it. Yeah, real trees. Oh.
Well, when I was growing up, I was sick the whole time the real trees were in the house. And I mean, I was allergic to all the different kinds. I mean, they tried for several years to see it. Well, one year we had a spruce. Nope, that didn't work. Next year we had a pine. Nope, that didn't work. One year we had a cedar. Nope, that didn't work. And so to where they put it in the far corner of the living room, and I would really have to be back as far as I could be in celebrating and stuff like that, or I'd be taking antihistamines like crazy. But yeah. So it was awesome when when my folks were able to get their hands on the first artificial, ugliest looking tree there was, but I could be in the same room with it, you know?
Well, it's
Yeah.
That's
amazing. The
great.
artificial tree we had when I was a child, the artificial tree always looked so big to me.
Oh.
And as I grew, I realized it was not a very big artificial tree. And the
Mm-mm.
Feel
branches
that.
were so far apart. But
Yeah.
the artificial tree I have with my husband is over 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
So it's way bigger than me. It's huge, but
Mm-hmm.
it's beautiful. The way they make them now, they look
Right.
Yeah.
almost real.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Well, see,
a
the
gorgeous
first
tree.
one that came into our house looked like someone had taken a bunch of bottle brushes and wired them together. But I'm
Yeah.
not kidding you, you know, it was better to have that thing than those beautiful, gorgeous trees because at least I could celebrate with the rest of the family and not be sick.
Yeah.
But
Hello, Nancy, sweetheart.
Hello. I
Betsy,
have to
these strawberries,
admit. Oh wow.
I'm sorry. Yum.
Yeah. Save some for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Exactly.
the one time I did have the real one. It smelled so good though.
Oh, I know.
So when I switched back, I just bought some pine air freshener and just sprayed my
Yes.
tree.
Paint it all over. Yep. Uh-huh.
or buy one of those car air fresheners and just stick it somewhere
Yes.
in your tree.
Get somewhere in your tree.
They smell so good. The real ones
Yeah.
do, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's worth the cleanup. Nancy
No.
I
said for
love
their
what
Christmas
Nancy said.
decorations, yeah, for their Christmas decorations, my parents added 25 artificial trees in their yard with lights. It looks like a wintry forest. Well, as wintry as it gets in South Florida. That sounds lovely.
It does.
And
I love that.
Darcia said we used to put up a real tree every year. 2 years I decided to go fake because we were all getting too old for that stuff.
The schnit.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
It is a big mess to clean up. I do love our artificial tree.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge. It's beautiful. Although I must say I am really concerned about the cats, especially the one I have for my room is a pencil tray.
Right.
And it wouldn't take nothing to just knock it over. I don't know how I
Right.
would.
You gotta
do it
bolt that schnit to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Put a chain or a rope around it, the trunk,
Right.
out to the wall, and a V, and bolt it to your
Yep.
wall. I had to do
I
that
mean-
1 year with a cat.
The one in
Good.
our living room, the 7 foot tall tree, Pusheen could climb it and would not knock it over. We didn't want him to climb it, but he would do it anyway.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But that 7 foot tree, he could not knock over, which is knock on wood, he couldn't knock it over. It was wonderful. You know, it was a very well balanced tree.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Beth
just,
says, sorry, people, but I can't stand that pine and cinnamon scent that they have right when you walk into the stores. It makes me nauseous.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like cinnamon. I like pine. Together, not so much.
No, not so
No,
much.
not together.
A
Yeah,
string
I'm
to
gonna
the
have to
wall.
do
Mm-hmm.
Eye hooks. Yeah, exactly what I did.
I
I was
prefer
lucky.
the
My
pine
last
scent.
cat was so good. I had it in front of the big bay. It wasn't a bay window.
Yeah.
It was like a picture window.
Right.
And she would just love to lie under it and pretend she was
Yes.
outside.
Yes. My two cats too.
I like to lie under it and look up at the lights.
I'm too tall for that schnut.
I'm 12. I'm just saying. I like the lights on the tree, and I
Mhm.
just think it's a beautiful thing. I
Yeah.
do miss my tree, but I will respect my husband and him not feeling well enough to put it up.
Right.
So I understand that. That's cool. But I'm excited for everyone. You know, I
Yeah.
hope you guys are looking forward to Christmas. Whether you have a tree or not, I understand. I do have other decorations out. I do have out
Oh,
my
yes.
snow globes and stuff, which I
Mhm.
love. They're really cool. And
Yeah.
I hope you guys are looking forward to Christmas.
Oh, Sherry. Yeah.
Oh,
Sherry
my
says her
goodness.
cats will climb into the tree. Yeah. Hence why I
No,
won't
we
put
won't put glass
on it.
ornaments on either.
Yeah, I never do
Mhm.
anyway, just because like I'm me and I drop schnut, so
Right.
it's a me thing.
Oh, wonderful, Lana.
Yeah. Beth says I have the cutest pictures of my daughter sleeping under the tree. Fell asleep
Aw.
looking at the lights. Yeah.
I don't blame them.
That's
I love it.
adorable.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And I love
Now
my
y'all are
trees.
gonna make me lie under my dang tree when I put it up. Just to
Yes.
see what y'all are talking about.
My main
It's
tree,
gorgeous. It really is.
the skirt for my main tree is quilted, which I made, and it is nativity. There's a nativity on one side, nativity on the other side, and
Yeah.
I love it. It is awesome.
Yeah.
But we
Just
have
so
one more.
if I don't show up in 2 weeks because I'm still stuck under the tree and I can't get back up. Just saying.
So if you've got yours ready to read, Maureen, we have one more thing to read. I'm going to share screen and share mine. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
So we are going to read to you The Night Before Christmas. So go ahead, Maureen.
Now, this one's a little bit different than what you're probably
Tradition.
used to hearing, but it is my favorite of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." God glanced over the earth. He looked to and fro all over its girth. They missed it again, he said with a sigh, a heavy heart and a tear in his eye. I gave them my son so that they could be free, my greatest gift to them from me. But they traded me in for a man in red, a little tree, and horse-drawn sled. How do I save them and make them see? My love is complete, my grace is free. How do I help them when all they know is a talking snowman and a box with a bow? Maybe next year they will stop and see. The biggest gift of Christmas is the little child from me.
I hope you guys like that.
Oh, that
That
one
always
always gets me, guys. That one always gets me. Yep.
yeah. I'm going to put those in the TFF Facebook group for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That it was small. I'm sorry, Faith Louise. It'll be in the Facebook group for you guys. I really like that. I
Yeah.
find that beautiful because really the whole reason for the season
Mm-hmm.
is
It's
the
Jesus.
nativity.
Yep.
And I'm wearing it. I'm wearing the nativity. I love it. I think it's beautiful. And I hope when you're out celebrating that you remember the gift you were given
Yeah.
because it means so much to us. And I hope it means the same to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we still want to end on a happy note. You put a sheet under your tree. Oh, yes.
Then put up a block thing to keep the animals out of the water.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That might help.
For dogs, maybe. Cats get over all kinds of stuff, though.
Isn't that the truth?
Oh, wonderful, Rita.
Yes. That's awesome, sweetheart.
I love it. I do. I do. I do.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. We'll go put flowers
Mm-hmm.
on our families'
Yeah.
graves, which is what we do. I think it's awesome. We likes it a lot.
Speaking of that.
And of course, I have my family in Maryland, and they'll go put flowers out for me on
Mm-hmm.
my parents since I can't drive to Maryland at the moment. I mean, I could, but that's a long drive just to put flowers out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness. And just letting you know, I will be live on Wednesday. So if you want to join me, I haven't decided what time. It'll be whenever I wake up.
Right.
So I will be. And I want to remind you that MDL Crochet will be going live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time or 7 p.m. Central. And he'll be live until the next morning. So he'll be live for 12 hours.
Wow. That sounds like an old Coco Live.
It does. So that you'll have somebody to keep you company on Christmas Eve. But I will be coming live on Christmas Day. Oh, that's wonderful, Beth. So you can come and join me on Christmas Day. We'll just sit and chit chat, maybe crochet a little. You know,
Very
whatever you
cool.
guys want to do.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
You know, we can have some fun, do some fun things. I don't know what we'll do. Maybe I'll give away some money. We'll see.
That'd be cool.
I might do that. I love you, Sherry. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We love
Yes.
all y'all.
I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas, and we will be back on
Yeah.
the following Sunday, as we always are. Oh, that's wonderful. That's awesome. Mater will be on that evening
Awesome.
After the game.
after
Of
the game.
Priorities.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, that's wonderful, Laura.
that
Very cool.
yes, that is awesome. Glad
Merry
to be with your son.
Merry Christmas to you and your son. I'm
Yes.
so glad you'll be with him.
Yeah.
That's marvelous. Coco will be with her family, and I love
Yes.
that. That's marvelous. I'll get to see my family after the first of the year, and I'm looking forward to seeing my kids. And that's going to be great.
I'll be seeing my kids through the camera, but that's better than not seeing them at all.
Yep,
For
that's
sure.
better. But I want to
Definitely.
go ahead and tell you guys Merry Christmas. Stay safe. Be kind to one another. And happy yarning. And Coco.
Yes.
Say goodbye.
Well, I love you guys to bits. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that jazz. And we will see you. I will see you next year. Oh, just thanks for always being here, guys. Mwah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Maureen.
And I'm going to say thank you all so much for being with us every Sunday this year. We have so appreciated your patronage, and we do hope that you'll continue to watch us in the coming year, 2025, because we have so many wonderful, wonderful things that we want to share with you. But in the meantime, especially in this holiday season, please remember to be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know. Could be your light they need to see. We love you guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.